Hi, welcome back to the Knit for Brains podcast. I'm Laura Brady.
I'm Karen Miller. Did you have to think about that?
No, I was thinking about if I was supposed to say the episode number first.
Okay, sorry. This is going to be an interesting one.
It's already started, guys.
Yep.
Episode 106 is what we're on.
Cool.
So, you can find us in a lot of places. Instagram, Ravelry, we have a Facebook group. You can also find Knit for Brains designs on Etsy. Karen?
You can find me on... Where can you find me?
I don't know. At my house every Sunday.
Every Sunday
night. You can find her at my
6
house.
o'clock. I'm in the recliner. On Ravelry and Instagram as Loopy Stitcher. And then my designs are in Ravelry underneath Loopy Stitcher Designs.
Okay, so, well, let's do the shop update first, and then I have something to fill you in on because I didn't tell you yet. So, but
we're doing something new, and I'm not included.
Well, I didn't want to tell you about what I did before we were recording, so we could get your true reaction.
Okay.
Okay, shop update.
Oh, notice I'm the test pilot for this. Whether I like it or not.
I texted it to a couple other people, and they were like, "Holy crud!"
Cool.
We'll start with sock bags because that's what's on top. So, black canvas sock bags has the yellow, and this is probably going to be harder to show. Platform 9 3/4 and brooms and. I'm going to say trophies, but I'm sure that has something.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Well, I know sometimes Harry Potter stuff, but there's all, yeah. So Harry Potter. 1, 2. Okay, there's 2 of those. And then there's going to be one that's in the blemished section.
It's blemished to her.
Because the fabric is... I cut it upside down.
Oh.
I had a migraine that day.
It's inside the bag. Okay.
I know.
But
it's not perfect, so I called... Oh, shoot.
You are your own quality check.
I need to have him mark that down. Remind me. So it will be at a discounted price. Because, well, I flubbed it up. So it will be in the blemished section. My husband said I should tell a more interesting story other than I had a migraine, that I should say I was drinking or something.
You don't drink.
But I don't really drink. And if I do drink, it's like our frozen slushies.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say I don't drink. I drink when I'm in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't go near a sewing machine if I was...
No, that'd be dangerous.
Buzzed. No, in Vegas I actually fell off a toilet once. So, not my fault, guys, though. An alarm started going off in the bathroom and scared the Jesus out of me. Okay.
So she says.
No, it was. He was laughing when I came out because in the casino, the lights and everything and the siren, whatever, was going off out there, too. But he didn't know, like, in the bathrooms there was the flashing lights and everything too, and like, I almost fell off the toilet. Yeah. Sobered me up pretty quick.
Told you it's gonna be interesting.
Next up is another black canvas, but this one it says Professor Dumbledore. And it's got like a wand and a phoenix.
Yes, a phoenix. Oh, I'm impressed because she's not like I don't think you watched.
Okay,
you watched the full movies?
Don't
because I've like watched the movies and listened to the books and multiple times.
Do not be impressed. I sent Ray and Kevin bags, and hi guys, and when they messaged me yesterday, I asked because I did not assign a bag to each person. I said, just pick which one you want. And of course he was like, "Oh, one's for Kevin," and I'm like, "Oh, I mean, shh." Throw away my note that was included, and yeah, you can keep them both. I mean, and he was like, "No, Kevin got the one with the phoenix," and I'm like, "It's a Phoenix. Because no, I have never watched. I think years ago, because Alisha was younger when the first Harry Potter came out.
Yeah, McGannon was a huge fan there.
Had to sit through it, but other than that, no.
Yeah, because they're about McGannon and Alisha are about the same age, and McGannon was a huge book reader, and she really believed Harry Potter was a real thing. We had to convince her that it wasn't. So that was a big ordeal for her, but through her, I became a huge fan.
You gave me just enough time to text him to tell him to change that price, so I didn't forget. Well, because I forgot when we were listing them to put it at a lower price, and I wanted to take something off of it for my flub up. I had 2 of these, and one of them has sold already because I did list them in the bag. I Meow You.
Oh, that's cute.
Now, I will tell you, I have 2 medium-sized bags cut out in this as well. I fried another iron. So I couldn't finish them yesterday.
How do you fry an iron? Is it because you just use it so much it finally bites the dust?
Yes.
I never do that.
I think this one is maybe about 6 months old.
And you already fried it?
Yeah. I do a lot of ironing, though. You got to imagine. Like, I think this update, I did like 26 bags. If you figure 26 bags every 2 weeks, all the ironing that's involved.
Yeah.
So I was looking at other irons, and the ones that I wanted, I can't get because of the wattage. Like your standard... See, Brett explained this to me, folks. Your standard outlet can handle 1,500 watts. The professional irons are 1,700 watts or 1,800 watts. So.
And he would know because he's like a Mr. Fix-It electric.
Yeah, he actually switched out my outlet yesterday too because he's like, I haven't been liking the outlet. Let me just switch the outlet. Maybe it's not the iron. I'm like, no, it's the iron. So I will have medium size coming up in the shop of this. I believe 2 of them. If for some reason you're absolutely in love with this fabric and you want a medium-sized bag, like I said, I only have 2. You can try messaging me, and I could probably do, if you're one of the first 2 to contact me, I could do just a custom listing for you. I do plan on getting an iron this week, so I was frustrated yesterday. I just didn't want to deal with it last night.
You had a backup. You already went through the backup?
I'm buying 2 this time.
Because I know you're the... Okay,
no, it was the ironing board I had backup on.
Okay, because for the people that don't know, who might be new viewers, this girl would... considering, if it was a Black Friday sale, she would, if it was a good sale, especially with an iron, not 1, but 2 or 3.
Well, here's my issue with the irons. I don't want to buy, just another $20 iron.
Yeah.
And my last 2 that I've burnt up have been Hamilton Beach. So I don't want to do Hamilton Beach. So I got to look around. I like I said, I looked online and everything. I was like, ooh, I want this one. It was too many wattage. So I'll go to an actual physical store where I can physically hold them and see them and whatnot. So that's the inside on this bag. Sorry, guys.
Is that hearts?
No, it's polka dots.
It looks pretty close to... I mean, if you look at it from a distance, it looks like hearts.
Yeah, it is actually polka dots.
Polka dots.
We're going to keep getting distracted here, guys, today.
This is going to be a long one.
Okay. Here, I thought it'd be a short one.
No.
Next up in sack bags.
Maybe once we get to the knitting portion.
Yeah. Is the Irish dog. I think he's so cute. I know everybody has really seemed to like all of the different holiday dog bags I've done. So, and I don't believe... I didn't get the actual Valentine dog one this year because I know I did that one last year for a fact. In fact, I think I did 2 of them, one on a red, one on a pink. But I don't believe I had ever done the St. Patrick's Day one. So, I had to get it. And I actually have a really cute tie-dyed one coming up with this little guy on it. So that's one. I went to the store for one thing and I left with 5 other things.
Isn't that how it always works?
Don't bring me into a fabric store. I got 3 of those. All right, up next is the one that Brett named. Smart Fox.
I was going to say Smarty Fox.
Well, you guys were pretty much along the same lines. The inside is the same color as the upper casing. He does look pretty smart, doesn't he, guys?
Mm-hmm.
And these do have a box bottom on the bottom. You get, well, the regulars have seen 2 of those. That is it for, I forgot, new order, guys. Let me put my watch on silent. Sorry, I meant to do that. Okay. Also, in Smart Fox, we have the medium zippered bag, which also comes with the needle keeper. And the inside is the same as the strap, which kind of like matches his tie and his glasses.
Mm-hmm. It's really close to the glasses.
Yeah. I tried, but you know how I am with different shades.
You didn't do bad at all.
Pretty good. So it helped that I bought them in the same trip. I wasn't, because sometimes I won't buy, like I'll see an outer, but I'm not ready to actually, like it's going to be a month or something before I get to that fabric. I won't buy the inside. So then when I'm like ready to do that fabric, I just take a picture of it on my phone. Well, that's fun because then I'm blowing up the picture and holding it by fabrics.
And then, depending on the lighting, it may distort the color.
Well, I do take the picture. If I have to do that, I do take the pictures in here under the light that hangs over the cutting table, which is it's pretty true to color if I do that. So I got 2 of those. Also, I've got the Irish dog in the medium zippered. And polka dots.
Is that a yes, we are podcasting?
No, it's it's another order, but I'm laughing because it dinged off on my watch and then I could hear it ding off on Brett. Oh. So I've got 3 of those. Okay, this one, because somebody had made a comment. One of the viewers really likes foxes. That's how some of these fox bags have came about. Okay. Because she said she really wished she could find a fox bag to purchase. Well, you tell me that. I go looking.
Yep.
So I found the Smart Fox, and then I found this one, and I just thought it was really different. Mm-hmm. And very cute. Mm-hmm. But I felt like it needed to be a bigger bag versus like a sock or, that sort of thing. So I made a couple sweater bags out of, I think we called this Furry Fox. I just thought it was really cute.
All natural fox.
And that's the inside. Yeah. So yeah, I just kind of thought it was cute and different, Mm-hmm. Okay. And now we're to the ones that I actually sent Ray and Kevin from Needles at the Ready. Check out their podcast if you have not. You should. So the canvas handle bag, and it has the 2 front pockets there. It has 6 pockets on the inside, which is 3 on the front, 3 on the back. And then this is the yellow fabric. I wish I could show you the inside fabric a little. You know what? Let me see if I can do this. I have it. Like, there's a picture of the inside on the actual listing for the Etsy store. So if you want to see like more of the inside, that's what it looks like. I only have 2 of those yellow ones. And then I also have the same style, but with the Phoenix fabric. I have 2 of those as well. I didn't show. That is a pretty large.
Pretty good size.
Yeah. It's a very big bag.
Yeah, I will show you. I actually have 2.
You can fit quite a bit into
with my projects in them.
Well, you can kind of see. You can fit quite a bit into one of these bags.
Yeah.
And my boss actually has one of. Well, she has this style, but without the. No, she has the front pocket. She's not a knitter or a crocheter. You guys know that, but she uses it as her work bag. Like, she'll bring food in it, and her wallet's in there. It's her purse, basically.
Yeah.
So, every day she has it with her. So, 2 of those. And
I could see that working since it has, the poles to be able to pull it close.
So she said she loves it. She puts like her car keys in one of the front pockets, so it's easily accessible and that sort of thing. So her inside pockets, she uses like one for. She'll keep like her gift cards in there, and then her punch cards in one, and she's got it all organized. All right, so that's the shop update. Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy. There are some Valentine sock bags left from last time. As always, there are, I don't know what I'm up to, 4 patterns? I don't know. I have patterns for sale as well in there.
You still got the drill adapter in there too?
The drill adapter, yes, which the shop is going nuts. I keep
we can hear the ping.
Yeah. Well, it's pinging from him. That's not me.
I know.
The drill adapter is made for the Stanwood ball winders, so that it basically hooks onto it, and you can use a drill, so you don't have to hand crank it. It's really cool. So, alrighty, down to business. What I do with my paper? Okay, I found it. Let me just have some more caffeine. Okay, so we were talking about knitting and how much we had knit in 2020. Are you ready for my totals?
Oh, Lord.
I sat the other night and went through my notebook month by month because I wrote down everything and added everything up. So I have totals on everything. The only thing that I don't have, which I have now added to each month, per Alicia's suggestion, is how many skeins purchased. So anytime, I'm not going to mark down like when I purchase it, but if like when it shows up at the house, I'll mark down that I've purchased. So then next time we'll be able to see like how many I've knit versus how many I've purchased, which I told her I didn't purchase that much this year.
No.
I really didn't.
No.
Okay, so sweaters. 11 sweaters for Olivia. 4 sweaters for Lucas. 2 adult sweaters that were finished, plus a simple hug that, well, we know there was an issue with. 9 shawls. 3 cowls. 9 hats. 12 mitts. 37 socks. 132 dishcloths.
37 pairs of socks? Holy cow.
Let's see, where did I leave off? 132 dishcloths, 3 crocheted stuffies. Yarn used. Are you ready for this one?
Did I hear your fingerless mitts in there?
Mitts were 12.
That's it?
Yeah. I know it seemed like I did so many more, didn't it?
Okay.
I wrote everything down, though.
All right.
Okay, yarn used. Full skeins. 71 skeins. Half skeins. From like Laura will send me half of hers. 15. 39 cotton skeins. And 3 advent calendars.
I'd be able to tell you that if I kept track.
She can't even keep track of a ball band. Who are we kidding? So, I had a pretty decent year. I would say, because this is in addition to me working a job and sewing for Etsy.
As a side business, as a business.
I was quite happy with those results. So it was just kind of fun. And I just have like a notebook that I keep near my knitting station in the living room. And every time, and Karen kind of knows my routine, I finish a project and I set it on my coffee table. That's where the FOs go. Well, as the project gets sat on the coffee table as an FO, it gets wrote down.
See, that part I don't think I see.
No, because I
did not know that you...
underneath my table mate, where that basket is, that llama basket, there's a pink notebook there. Okay. That's what that is. Okay. Yeah, so then at the end of the year, I just went through and, divided into categories, and I did a bunch of hash marks, through each month, and yeah, I was quite happy with that. And I have a good start already this month.
Yeah, I already know she's like out finished me. I knew that last week. It happens.
You know what? It is what it is.
It is.
I mean,
and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's why the two of us make up the podcast.
Exactly. Well, and honestly, I don't have many whips.
Well, then I make up a little bit for that.
A lot of it's because I finished everything. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, she had a pile last week sitting on I was like. Anyhow. And also, many viewers know that I work full-time and I'm going to school full-time. So, for me, the knitting is pure, like, stress relief. Like, zone out, watch my show. And we know that this one here has gotten into her shows. Oh. And if she gets into her shows, she will sit there for 4 hours at a time.
Should we discuss shows now? Okay, guys. I'm a little upset.
Oh, yeah, she texted me.
I texted many people because I was not getting a satisfactory response from my husband. Oh, wow. Or he's just kind of laughing.
He didn't feel sorry for you at all.
So, I'm still watching Saving Hope. I started watching it because the actor that's in Vampire Diaries and the originals, well, and he's also in Legacies, I believe. He was, yes. Oh, he wasn't, was he? No, he wasn't in Vampire Diaries, sorry. He was in Originals and Legacies. I really liked him as an actor. So I had started watching, what was that one? Virgin something or another on Netflix. I already talked to you guys about that. Because he was supposed to be in it. Well, yeah, he was in like 3 episodes as a dead person. So, very disappointing. So I looked him up again. Like he had to have done something else. Mm-hmm. So that's why I started watching Saving Hope. And he is like a main character. Like he's a focal character. So got a lot of them. Really excited. There's 5 seasons. Get to the end of season 3. They killed him.
She texted me. The whole reason why I keep watching his show is because of him.
They killed him. And then, so Wendy tells me, well, when they get rid of one eye candy, they bring in another. Okay, well, let me just tell you about this. So he's Canadian, and he has the accent. Uh-huh. They bring in, but he's kind of like, he's got the dark hair, and he's kind of, Mm-hmm. They bring in this guy. Blonde. Looks kind of like a little beach bum. With a Canadian accent. No. Not working for me. I want my guy back. And they gave his death no time whatsoever. Like, they barely oh, look, he just blew up. Then you saw a person cry, and then it went to the next episode, and he was never mentioned again.
Contract up.
Yeah. I'm like,
zoop, wrote him out. Unfortunately, Saving Hope's not like your other shows that he could probably have been brought back to life because.
Oh no, they blew him. He was holding a bomb when it went off. Don't think they're bringing him back. But here's the problem with this. Okay, so the premise of the show is, it's an ER, but it's paranormal ER. So one of the doctors sees the dead people. Mm-hmm. That doctor didn't even ever see this guy's ghost. Like, it was just like he was gone. I think he saw him once, but it was just like, take care of her. Bam, he was gone. I'm like, really?
Boy, they really shut him out.
Yeah. So I went searching. Mm-hmm. Not a whole lot more he's done, though. So, whatever. I'm very disgruntled. Yes, I'm still watching. I got to finish off the last 2 seasons because that's just how I am. Am I enjoying them as much? No. He made the show. So, there's my TV review and my frustration.
I'm still watching Supernatural. Yep. There are a lot of seasons, And there are a lot of shows within the seasons. And I'm in the second, almost done. I might even be done with the second and started the third season.
I've had a couple more recommendations, and I've heard of this series when the lady told me, hey, you should watch this. But I really don't even remember what it's about, and I should just Google it to see if it would be something I like. But you might know. Pretty Little Liars. Would I like that?
I did not watch it, but I know I've watched all the, I've seen all the commercials.
Did it look good?
From it. To me, I thought it was girl heavy. So there's got to be a guy in there somewhere.
There's got to be a guy.
Just in terms of the main characters were a lot of girls.
Normally I Google, like when you guys make recommendations, I'll Google and watch like a trailer or read the little description of it and stuff to see if it
I would compare from what you've said about Gilmore Girls, because I have never watched Gilmore Girls either.
Seriously.
I would think that would be in comparison to that show. But
I really liked Gilmore Girls.
I have never watched either series, so please don't judge me. But you never know. There were quite a few people that followed that.
So the plan is, I'm gonna finish. I had like a snaggy thing, and I literally just pulled a piece of hair out of my ponytail. I'm gonna finish watching Saving Hope, and then I'm gonna watch True Blood.
Yeah, you talked about wanting to going to watch that because you thought that was another one that was recommended to you, wasn't it? No? Or just one that you were thinking about and just never got to? I think it
was one I was thinking about, and then I talked to Alisha, and she said I will really enjoy that one because it was on HBO, so there's a lot more
stuff. It's
not
like
regular TV. Yes. Yeah. And then Phil has all the DVDs of it, Alicia's husband, and he really liked it, although he liked I think it was like the first few seasons better than like moving, on.
It's funny how a lot of times seasons initially when they start off, the writers are really good, and you can tell when they get to the point where they planned for the show to only be like 3 seasons long. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then once they get to that 3 seasons, then they struggle to try to keep the season going. And the only reason why it keeps going is because they have viewers.
Well, speaking of,
or they shift, writing staff completely, and it's pretty obvious.
Speaking of which, the last season of Lucifer is going to be coming out. I'm excited about that.
Is that truly the last season, or just the most recent season?
It's supposed to be the last season that is currently on Netflix. Was supposed to be the last season, and I guess viewers were really stinking unhappy, and they ended up saying, "Okay, we're doing one last season to finish it out to actually complete some stuff."
Yeah.
So there was an issue with production because of COVID and whatnot. It was estimated it was supposed to come once they got back to filming, which they did get back to filming. It was supposed to come out sometime in January, so it's got to be coming fairly soon.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm looking forward to the next series that HBO's doing for Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, you lost me on that one.
Yeah. I was a huge... Well, me and Alisha, we had full-on conversations about who should do what.
And I sat there looking at them like
we had 3 heads.
I'll just keep driving. You girls talk.
Yep. Yeah, we were just the whole who do you root for? And this was before the end of the. So Game of Thrones is that type of show to me is what I like. What I gravitate to.
You did kind of some of the ones that you ended up watching. Was it Burn Notice or what was
Person of Interest?
Yes, that was you did enjoy that. Yeah. You have to say, and I loved that one.
Yeah.
So we do have some some similar.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. And I will get to some of those other ones that you have already watched. It just, takes me a little time.
I sit on my couch and don't interrupt her.
Chuck's like, what time did you come to bed last night?
Oh, speaking of Chuck.
1:30? And I had to work the next day.
Speaking of Chuck, did you show him the video?
Gosh dang it, no.
What we're referring to is last time I had mentioned and she'll fill you guys in too. I had mentioned about my favorite episode with Alisha was the Fanny Floss episode. She said she didn't see it, she didn't remember it, and I said, oh no, you would remember it. So after we were recorded, I had went through to find it. Because I couldn't remember which one.
I was crying.
And I believe it is episode 40.
Uh-huh.
If you want to check it out, if you want to have a really funny laugh, if you don't want to watch it all, if you skip to acquisitions, that's where it happens. I have seen it various times. I was there when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I cried right along with her last week as we were watching it. Or the week before, whenever.
I think Brett was in the other room. He's
Yes.
like, what the heck is going on? Because I lost it. I was like, oh, goodness.
It is hysterical. Oh, my gosh.
I was crying so hard.
That was, yeah. So, episode 40, I believe. Okay. Some knitting, perhaps, for these folks.
Yeah, now that we're like
33 minutes in.
minutes in, and we haven't shown one knitting project.
I showed knitting bags.
Yeah.
So, all right. Do you have some FOs?
I only have one, so you start the show.
All right. I think She's
got a pile over there.
6. This is just what I do. Okay. I have no idea what's in what bag. Okay. Oh, this was my countdown to 2021. That, if you recall, I did not care for the pattern that was with it. So I picked my own pattern, as I do. Canadian friends, Kyle, from Jenny of Cherry Pie Cottage. My yarn, I can look on my tag, is from...
She really thinks she's digging into me.
Destination Yarn.
I have you know, before you go on, I had viewers.
I know, that was for you. Okay, but here's my comment.
Gave me...
Yes, they gave you a pass because most of your stuff was already in progress. Now, what's going to happen when you have new projects, Karen?
What's your point?
We'll keep going.
We'll see.
So, colorway is Celebrate 2021. And then there was 4 minis with it. Yeah, barely balanced that.
That turned out really... I
I'm not
can
even
see
going to
it.
try.
It
I'm just
turned
going
out really
to
pretty.
sit it down there. The things you guys can't see.
She's throwing things at me.
Look how pretty.
Is that blocked?
Yes. Okay. This is the shorter version.
Okay.
Because there's 2 versions with Jenny's. And honestly, I could have done the bigger version, I think, definitely as far as the minis went. But I wasn't sure on the main color.
Mm-hmm.
And I had... I like the shorter version. From when I originally did it, so I stuck with that.
That turned out really sharp. I really like those colors together.
Do you want to model it?
It actually kind of matches my shirt.
I used to make Alisha do that all the time. Like, will you model this?
Look at there. I like that. You can even... I like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's like, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it has plenty of stretch, so it doesn't,
Yes.
Isn't too
It's
tight.
a really nice pattern.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should definitely check it out. Like I said, if you like a taller one, there's and honestly, with the way she has the pattern, you can pretty much make it any size. It's very adjustable. So there's that. Sorry, I'm really spreading out.
Just taking over. Not that it's her house or anything, but
okay. What's next? Well, I'm trying to make it quicker for when we pick up afterwards.
Yeah. The funny part is I came over earlier so we could have more time knitting, but I don't think that's going to work.
Oh, I thought I was going to be hungry the one day when I went to work, and I just randomly stashed snacks. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, so this is Night Owl Fibers. Side note, Rachel of Night Owl Fibers just posted the new Gilmore Girls Club for next month and the new Friends. Yes, I have Gilmore Girls coming.
I actually really liked her Valentine's Day one. I was like,
I did too, but I'm like, I ordered Gilmore Girls. Mm-hmm. And guys, we watched Night Owl Fibers podcasts last week. And I ordered Friends too, because when she
showed it, when Brenda and Rachel showed it on their podcast, she was like, "Ooh!"
I really liked it.
Ordered.
I know I might have just ordered that. When I saw the picture of it on Facebook, I was kind of like, I can take it or leave it. It's like nothing I have to get. But then when I saw it on the podcast, I'm like, yeah, okay. But the good thing is Karen also likes both of them, so we can split them. Yeah. So, but yeah, Night Owl Fibers, Rachel, and this is her vintage Christmas colorway. Oh, guys, I got my nails done again. Chrome and 2 different glitters. I like my nails. Oh, there's my Care Bear stitch marker. There we go. So, and I didn't bring my sock blockers. I completely forgot. So it doesn't really matter because they don't fit on there anyways. Because these are for Wendy, Bigfoot Wendy. So, I got those done. So those will go in her box of socks. Do you?
Sure. She gave me the tag.
I did. You guys are witness to this.
Yeah, you're a witness.
Okay, up next. This will make the halfway point. Oh, okay. I know what this is. So the yarn for this that I use is from Cherry Pie Cottage. She is on Etsy. It is her fingering sock. 75-25. And it is called Dusk. It's gorgeous. Okay. It almost matches my colors.
I loved that color when I knit the hat that I gave her.
The bag I put out.
It's like a perfect match. Deep, deep blue.
So I knit you guys know I've knit this before, the Rocky Ridge hat by Knox Mountain Knit Co. It is a free pattern. So if you want to get that. This is the medium size. So it has a lot of stretch to it. So yeah, I think that came out beautiful. So when I had Brett cake the yarn for this, he also caked yarn for a second one. And I could have had it on the needles and done already. But here's the situation. Every time I knit one of these hats, not just this hat, but a hat, my hands kill me. So I've ordered 2 pairs, the specific needles I need for this, of square needles.
Oh, you found some?
Because they're supposed to be easier in your hands and not cause as much pain. Well, I'll let you guys know. They're on the way. So I didn't want to cast on the other hat until I get them. Because I want to give them a try and see what I think. And if I like them, I will probably get more for other projects since I do tend to suffer from hand pain. So I'll keep you updated.
Is it in your thumb that you have the problem? Because that's sometimes where mine shows up at.
Yeah. And it used to only be one thumb, but now it's both thumbs. So it's definitely, of course, I knit a ton. So, I mean, yeah. But, so yeah, I'm gonna have Brett try this one on and see if he likes it.
So who's that for?
Well, if Brett doesn't like it, which I'm sure he won't because he's really fussy with his hats, it will go into the gift bin for Phil for Christmas.
Gotcha.
I'm thinking ahead, folks. Ain't gonna be no last minute rushing for me this year.
Yeah, way ahead.
So, not that far ahead because now I have to make Wendy more mitts.
Aw, you started it.
No, she ruined her mitts. She tries to give it to me the other day. Is like, can you fix these? And I'm like, no. No, I can't. What'd you do to them? It looks like she's been through a war with them. What?
Was it like a drop stitch or
no?
She just like wears them through everything and they're dirty, or
no? She's got snags and bowls and pills like I couldn't even explain to you. Just you've had them since Christmas. What have you done to them? She goes, well, I never take them off. I go, obviously. And she wanted me to fix them. I said, girl, there ain't no fixing this. So, I have another skein of yarn that I used for her mitts.
Okay.
So, I'm going to make her the identical mitts. But then I also picked out another skein that's like a completely different color that I'm going to knit those as well. So she's getting 2 more pairs, and they better last her until next year.
So do you think it's
she wears them all over at work.
Do you think it might have been, well, if she wears them all the time, she needs something that's got a lot of wear and tear. Obviously, you cannot use wool because you're highly allergic. But is there a higher twist that you can use?
She has other ones that I made her.
Uh-huh.
They're like brand stinking, well, I won't say brand new because she gets them stretched out because she wears them so much.
Yeah.
So they do have to be washed a lot. And she gets them disgustingly dirty.
Well, if you wear them all the time, that's going to happen.
It would be, okay, so her with these mitts is kind of like, okay, you make some nice mitts for Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'd go out and change the oil in his car. Maybe rotate the tires.
And ask me if I could get the junk out of them?
Yeah.
Not gonna.
And I got this caught on a screw. And, can you fix this big long thing that, I now have. So I thought
I actually want to see a picture of these gloves.
Okay, I will get pictures. I handed them back to her. And I said, just keep wearing them. Just keep wearing them. Because
she should have a pair that's like a work glove.
Just finish them off. Finish them off. Finish them off.
Kill them. Give them the rest.
And then there's Abby. Look, Laura. Mine looks so good still. I'm like, honey, you just got your second pair. But they look so good. I'm knit worthy. Yes, Abby, I know.
That's funny.
This is what I deal with at work. Yeah. So, thought I was done with mitts. I am not done with mitts. Well, on the bright side of things, I know that pattern.
Yep.
Okay, so hat goes that way. Ooh, not a good throw. Okay, speaking of mitts.
That's ended up in the corner back there. And
speaking of mitts, so what I did, because I have handed these off to people already. Let me see which ones I did first. Okay, because we were talking about Abby, we'll do this bag first. So, she was very noteworthy. So I made her a second pair. Out of Rosy Moments, Sparkle Yarn, Land ahoy. Where's my phone?
She's got too much stuff going on here. She's like, it's underneath my leg. There you go.
So I did give them to her. And I took a picture. I took a picture of them before I handed them off to her so you guys can see. And she was just ecstatic. Oh my gosh. They're almost neon and they're sparkle. And then she goes and gets her nails done and has her nails done.
The same color?
To match. What is wrong with you people? But they did come out really nice.
Yeah.
So, Point Edwards mitts. Another pair. So then, she comes in to me a few days later. Says, Laura, I hate to ask you this, but my mom saw my mitts and she wanted them. And she wants to know if there's any way that you can make her a pair. Could you make my mom a pair of mitts? Sure. I'll make your mother a pair of mitts. What colors does she like? Well, does she like sparkle and brights like you do? No. Okay, so she's more subdued. Mm-hmm. So I took a few pictures of different yarns and sent Abby when I got home, whatever. And, she picks one out. And she's like, as long as you have yarn. And so I take a picture of my yarn stash. I take this picture and I send to her and I go, yeah, I think I have yarn to make your mom
got you covered.
A pair of mitts. Okay. I gotcha.
Yep, got you covered.
So what she had picked out,
and maybe a little bit of a stretch because a majority of it is sparkle, but only the top 3 cubbies are sparkle. Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of it is non-sparkle now.
Yeah.
So she picked out Maker's Haven, After the Storm, and I brought them in the other day. She called her mom, was like, Mom, I'm sending you a picture. Because her mom couldn't wait to see them. And her mom was going crazy. Look how pretty that. Mm-hmm. So I finished those for her. So, and the reason why her mom, I guess, does not like to be cold. Mm-hmm. And she has this thing about steering wheels. Mm. Which those are perfect because you could pull them down and cover up your hands. So, okay. And then I thought I was done. Little did I know.
Word gets out.
Then Wendy destroys.
Yeah,
Wendy destroys.
Yep.
So, that's fine. That's okay. Last one. Which is actually 2. Okay, so and this is kind of acquisition too, although I put the other skein of it that I got in the bag to show. I was at Goodwill and they had some cotton. Mm-hmm. And, well, you know how I am when it's 99 cents. Well, then I remembered I had Red Heart Scrubby I had gotten previously. Yep. So I decided, oh, those are kind of Alisha's Mickey Mouse colors. Mm-hmm. So I decided to put those together and make some little scrubbies. Now, let me tell you. I can't use the word I was going to. These...
She's going to tell you with her filtered mind thought.
These are you-know-what to knit. That scrubby material?
So it didn't help with adding the cotton?
No. No, it's not a matter... Okay, see... Because now you're having to go through 2 yarns that really don't slide well on knitting needles. Mm-hmm. Yeah. These 2... I think one of them... When we went thrifting, it took me the whole entire time just to do one of these little things. Mm. Yeah.
That's slow.
And it's nothing that you can just you have to be looking. Not enjoying it. But I still have yarn left. I'm going to make a whole set of these. I will probably do them at home on my recliner, though.
She will use them.
Yeah, they're really nice. Like, they're nice. Like, they would be a good scrubby, for sure.
Well, yeah.
And Alisha actually uses Scrubbies a lot.
Yeah.
So, I figured I'd make up a bunch of them. And
so, this wasn't the cotton scrubby.
It is Red Heart Scrubby.
Because it almost feels like plasticky.
It's not completely plasticky. It's...
Yeah, it's not the other stuff that you got that was like from Maximum.
Mary Maxim?
Maximum.
Yeah, it's not that.
Because that stuff was like cotton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does have a little... But I would think you'd want a little, like, for it to be a good scrubby.
For a scrubby for a kitchen, you know, something.
Want it to be...
Yeah, you do. You do.
Did you get that? Brett, did you see that?
52 minutes. Can we put that as your yarn needs to be...
I wonder if he knows how to spell that for the title. Hey, honey, could you spell check this for me? We could ask Siri how to spell it.
How do you spell?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
So, the plan is...
We have too much fun.
Where the heck did my other one go? Oh, there it is.
I was all conscious about your ball being there. I had to get up for you.
And I would just like to say, even with my cheap yarn, I still got ball bearings. Let me see. So, the Lily Sugars and Cream, sorry, is red. They named it, not me. This is original, black.
There you go.
And there you have it. So, yeah, I plan to continue doing these, but they will be kind of like far and few between. Mm-hmm. Just because it was a killer on my fingers.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
That was the main thing. And my neck, because we were driving and I was having to look down. Mm-hmm. Versus it will definitely be easier when I'm in my recliner to do where I'm leaned back. So.
I have actually knit with that stuff without having cotton with it. And it is a booger.
I've crocheted with it without the cotton.
I can't remember if I...
And you couldn't see a freaking thing. You had to just feel.
It's really...
So it was definitely better doing it with the cotton, but then there was kind of other issues that, it involved. But whatever. I mean... They'll make her happy. She has a birthday coming up in April. There's also Christmas, so I'm not sure when these will be, if they'll be birthday or Christmas. Probably Christmas. Yet again, thinking ahead. This is what I do. Mm-hmm. This is what I do. So, this will kind of be an ongoing thing, but got 2 of them done so far. And that's all I've done.
Okay. Are you ready for me to show my first object? We're almost in. Now we're
55 minutes in.
55 minutes in. And Karen has something to show. Woo!
Well, you go, girl.
Yeah.
Get her done. So,
this is... You've seen it multiple times. Penguin soup.
Yep.
Right? That's what's left of it. So, the last time I was where the stitch marker is.
He came out so pretty.
And I had to just...
I'm writing notes. All right, scrubby noise.
Scrubby noise. There's no guarantees in what he's going to put in the video.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Not only name it, but like to find a cartoon something that...
Oh my god. Maybe we could just call the episode Scrubby Noise. Because I don't know how to spell
Scrubby noise. Scrubbies make that kind of noise.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways.
Oh, that's a good one.
Scrubbies make that kind of noise. Yep. Oh, okay. So I do these 2 at a time on 1.5 needles. Toe up, afterthought heel. Just my basic vanilla. I actually ended up kind of misplacing my heel a little bit. It probably needed to go like 3 rows towards the toe. It's a little bit long, but push it around and it'll fit.
It'll be
it's a
fine.
sock. It's stretched.
Well, and they're really
Nobody's going to see them. It's not like, So that turned out really. So that is my one finished object.
We should have gotten those glow sticks from him.
That would have been a dud because they don't work.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
And they are on my knitting left needle. Needle. Boy,
wow.
I have problems with words today.
No wonder why your hands are hurting.
Sock blocker.
Oh goodness. Okay, so that's all our FOs. Let me run through coupon codes really quick before we get started with whips. Then I have a couple updates for you guys. So, Amanda Rate Cole on Ravelry. Use code KFB19 for 20% off any pattern in her shop. Cherry Pie Cottage on Etsy. If you spend $100, you can get 10% off by using the code discount100. Okay, this is a returning one. Lollipop Girl Yarns on Etsy. Use code KFB15 for 15% off her hand-dyed yarns and patterns. Now, I want to mention, because I mentioned her last time, that me and her were doing a collab. We did sell out on that. She has sold out on her Valentine's Advent, and she has now listed her Christmas in July.
Yeah.
What was the theme? 80...
Cartoons
of the 80s,
90s, and 2000. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw that hit my Instagram.
So I'm sure it's not going to stay in her shop long.
I might have to do that since that is my birthday month.
She sells out quick. I know I'm getting one. I already got one. So make sure you go and check her out. And that is Lollipop Girl Yarns on Etsy. Also, I want to mention again, and let me pull it up because I can read you the whole post. The other dyer that I have been collaborating with is Ancestral Yarns, Laura. Subscriptions are now available for her Spring 2021 Mystery Yarn Club. You get a box each month, one in March, April, and May, with one variegated skein, or you can choose a variegated skein and a coordinated semi-solid. And the first box also includes a sock-sized project bag made by me. They are listed in her shop now. Those also don't tend to stick around too long. That is her Instagram. That is her shop. I believe it's Etsy, isn't it? Yes. On Etsy.
Yep.
So, and we showed the first month of the last box, and the yarn was beautiful, guys. It really was. So I would definitely hop over there and order. So, I think that's all that stuff I got. All right, you got whips?
Yep.
I only have 3.
I have 4.
All righty. It's your turn.
So, this first one you guys have seen. Oops, wait a minute. Pattern. I am doing the Rose City Rollers. I don't have a really good picture. You guys have seen. It's on Ravelry. It's a free pattern now. It's a shorty sock that's done cuff down. So let me show you guys where I was. last time you guys saw it. I've actually made quite a bit of progress in the last couple of days on this because it's easier if I put it on to show you. Okay. You can see there, that's where I was the last time, but since then, I have casted on the other one and gotten it actually all completely caught up to this sock. So now I will be doing 2 at a time to the toe. The yarn is from Night Owl Fibers. It was one of our Harry Potter's mystery, monthly clubs. It's not really a mystery. Not in 2019, but 2018. And then I'm using a my bag went flying. So this is what I have left of that. This is my second pair of socks that I'm doing with this. And these will go to Meganna because she really liked the fit of the ones I gave to her at Christmas time. And this is just a mini that was in my cub, so I had no ball band. And I looked for this one. I'm pretty sure this one was called Dragon Egg.
You know what? Brenda watches us, so she might know and be able to comment below.
Yeah.
But and then I can write it on a piece of paper and I'll stick it in your bag next time.
Yeah. But I know it was not last year's, it was the year before.
Okay, since we're talking about Night Owl Fibers, I went ahead and pulled up her Instagram to show you guys some pictures. So the yarn that Karen was talking about, the Valentine's yarn.
Oh, God, it's beautiful. Yeah, that's gonna...
It's right there. Learn how to work your phone. Okay, so for friends this time, it's Monica's Apartment, and it's Purple Walls. Just that one.
And it's through the 15th, right? Of February. That's
pre-orders will be available from January 16th to February 15th, and will ship by the 20th of February. Yep. And then for the Gilmore Girls, this one is inspired by Suki St. James. I like how she includes like the pictures and the thought process kind of behind the colors. And I like that it's
I like that colorway too.
Okay, well I have it coming. I did not order the Friends one this time though. Just Gilmore Girls.
Okay. I think I'm going to order the Valentine's so we can check.
Oh, that'd be perfect because I like that one.
Yeah. Help each other out.
And I like being able to see the yarn versus a mystery.
Yeah.
You know.
Complete mystery.
And how she does it with having like the pictures that kind of tells you a little bit about it. Like she has a whole little story here in her Instagram post is really nice. Yeah. So back to you, Karen.
Okay. So I dug out of... I shouldn't say dug out. It was just sitting there. You guys have seen these before, and I do not have the ball bands on these, and this would be her fault because this was given to me as a Christmas present, and I know that you wound these up for Christmas, not this last year, the year before. You gave me 2 pairs of self-striping, and you had cast on for yours, and you had the ball band.
Oh. Okay, but you can't blame that on me on this next one I just gave you because I have witness I gave you that ball band.
It's sitting over there. But I know for sure that I never got the ball band for this one.
Well, excuse her then.
So this is a Christmas colorway that's a couple of years old. But I got it back on the needles and I plan to finish them. These will be my toe-up afterthought again. Because that's what I had already started. So, that's it.
I didn't say a word.
Yeah, I'll hear about it later.
That's all you got?
No, I
was going to say.
You ready?
Yeah, keep going. Let it be the Karen show.
Actually, I have 3 more.
Well, there we go.
What's this?
That's mine.
That's what you
threw in the garbage. On the floor. Whatever.
She threw it at me.
I never intentionally throw stuff at you.
Okay. Let's go this way. This route. This is Cozy Up Knits pattern. Double grande double wrap with a shot of brioche. The yarn I'm using,
it looks like this and this.
Are these two colorways. The pink one is surprise.
She's gotta pay it.
From Sin City Yarns, Wild Aces.
And they don't name theirs.
They do not name theirs. So that's the pink one. It's 450 yards, 80/20. The gray color is...
Look at her, guys.
I hunted for that 9 hour fibers. I have, you know. I tore up the place. Why not fibers? The colorway is called Stardust. I know I got this at YarnCon because I got several tonals that were sparkly the same year I got this color. It's 438 yards, superwash, 70/20, and then 5 stellina. The progress I have made is I learned brioche. So the last time I was where my little Care Bear progress keeper is, and I have done that much in brioche.
Watch her go.
So I will have to tell you my experience with brioche. This is something I've wanted to do, and I have been watching forget this, Frivolous and Frugal podcast, thanks to Brittany, because I follow Brittany on Instagram, and I had seen something. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go check them out, and they are really good at. Dawn and Penny are both really good at encouraging people to learn something every time they do their knitting. This has been something I've wanted to tackle for a while, but I just haven't had the pattern. Like, I didn't want to do it all in just one pattern, like a hat or. So this was the first one I was like, you know what? I think I would really like to learn.
Well, and this is flat versus in the round.
Flat in the round, 2 color, and I guess according to Dawn, because Dawn does a lot of brioche knitting, that the 2 color is easier, and it is easier because you can see your stitches. It took me probably more time to get the setup row set up correctly because some of the videos I was finding, the purl side was hard. And I'm like, okay, that's not right. And I know that's not right. You know. And then I found a video finally out there that I could just like pause and like literally was a setup row, and I could pause it during the purl section. I'm like, okay, so this makes sense with what Cozy Up had written in the pattern. And I made some mistakes, and then I ended up ripping it back. Probably the 3rd time I ripped it about halfway. I actually didn't rip it. I actually tinked back. And when I did that, because I showed you the mistake, I fixed the mistake. There is no mistake there. And it was several rows. That's when I figured out how to read it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now that I know how to read it, it's going to be easier. Because I know even without following the pattern, it will probably still take me, like every time I pick it up, after I've set it down for a little bit a minute to get.
Yes.
But
and
after that,
honestly, a lot of times any pattern or knitting is like that. I had set down my shawl, which is nothing complicated, but I was like, what was that abbreviation? What did she want me to do?
Yeah.
So
I am doing that to the pattern. This is being held in my canvas Knit for Brains. And so I have this, my yarn, my pattern placed in here. And as you can see, there's still plenty, like, there is a lot of room still in there, so.
What else you got, Karen?
Okay. Next is my sweater. And I am doing this out of a bunch of Advent minis. And the sweater I am doing is called the V-Back Tee. And it's the DK weight. And it's on Ravelry. It is a paid-for pattern. I think I talked the last time. It is very informative. It gives you a multitude of options of length, of how you stripe it, and you can wear it forwards or back with the V in the front or the back. So it's very versatile. So I'm really excited about that.
How are you going to wear it? How are you going to wear it?
Probably the front.
Okay, well, thank you.
I don't know. I mean, one day I might.
Yeah, that's true. You might be like, yeah, but then your husband's going to be like, I think your sweater's on backwards.
I have a shirt that purposely has the buttons. It's the V in the front and has buttons on the back. Mm-hmm. Mind you, I got it when Carson's was still open. So and long before that. Mm-hmm. It's an older shirt. Like, I mean, it's wore out. I really probably need to get rid of it. And he's like, are you wearing that the right way? Do you have that on backwards? No, dear. That's the way it's supposed to be.
I've worn it 20 times already.
Like, well, the buttons are down the back. Very observant of you.
Didn't he ask you how you buttoned it?
And, love them. So, are you ready? I look.
She's making progress, folks. Give her a round of applause.
Yay!
She's making... Well, and I asked Brett, I said, you think Karen's going to have some ball bands? And he went...
Little did you guys know.
That's okay. He was closer on what time you'd get here.
So, this colorway is called Skellington. It was her Halloween Advent calendar main skein. It's 75/20, 25 fingering. So it's really probably not available anyway.
Nope.
And all the mini skeins are random from previous Advents, and a lot of them, they don't have the bands because they came in bags with the names of them.
And we don't keep those bags.
Yeah. So you can see where it was
really
at.
Pretty.
Yeah. Here, it's hard to show until I probably split for the sleeves.
Yeah, it definitely gets easier once you split.
And let's see. That's the back of it, actually. And...
Well, depending on how you're going to...
Well, I guess, yeah, true. Very true.
That might have been the front.
No, I'm doing it wrong. So this is the B in the front. So actually, if I put it like this, you can see how it's starting to be.
There you go, yeah.
So I will hold that as long as I can go as one of the main colors, and I'm just changing colorways. The other colorway I think that I'm on right now, it looks a lot more reddish than at least in the lighting that I had originally.
Oh gosh.
But I thought it was more pinks, purples, whites, and blacks.
No,
but it looks pretty red, white, and black. But that's okay. It doesn't matter.
With a sweater like that, it doesn't.
No. So there's that one. Last one. I haven't really made progress on this one.
No.
But I did make leaps and bounds in this one. Because...
Oh, look at her. She found Bobby.
Both of them.
So now you know what she's been doing the last 2 weeks.
It's funny because I actually did not make any progress on it, but I thought you guys would be proud of me because
she made progress.
I made progress.
She found ball bands.
Because I found the ball bands.
Look at her go.
So this is Moving to the Country shawl. It's another one that's free on Ravelry now. And the 2 colorways that I'm using, I'm actually doing this for my mom. So, yeah, the progress there is that it hasn't moved. I've been working on that brioche. Focusing on that. And these are the 2 colorways that I've been using. And let's see, I think this one is called Stonewash. And both of these are 3 Irish Girls yarn ink. So this is the non-variegated, and this one is called Chambray. And both of them are an 85-15, 430 yards fingering weight. And I got this at one of the yarn stores. Local, kind of local. What was local to us.
Yeah, it's local.
Yeah. So, but I thought you guys would get a kick out of that I found some bobbins.
Anything 2 hours or under, we'll call local.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Up to Frankfurt, 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's
20 minutes, 25.
Well, you know how often we go there, so in fact, we're heading there tomorrow.
Yeah. That's it in terms of whips.
I've got 3. Except for the shop bags.
You get a kick out of that I actually found.
She did.
Yeah,
she did pretty good, guys.
I was impressed with myself.
Okay, you've seen these before. The yarn is Forbidden Fiber Co. in the Rockefeller Christmas, which looks like this. Wendy has already asked me, oh, I like those. I like that yarn. Are those for my box of socks?
Oh, you told her you're making her a box of socks?
I haven't made a whole lot of progress. I mean, I made some. So I was where the progress keeper was.
It takes a little bit longer when you have more stitches on the needles.
I haven't really been knitting them.
Yeah.
I mean, I had 6 FOs. Socks right now, I'm just like, whatever. So let me move that up. Oops, got my nail. So we'll see if they make any more progress. I don't know. I haven't had much knitting time on truck day either, so that makes a difference. Peanut sweater. I am using flax light pattern, but I'm just doing it scrappy, and I'm using the leftovers from the potluck pullover I made for my friend out of her advent calendar, Arkansas Yarn Co.
Oh, that's adorable.
I basically just split for the sleeves. Look how cute that's going to be. And I'm doing the 2 to 4 year old size this time. That way it'll be a 1 size up from the scrappy one she has now. That way she'll actually get some more wear out of it. But yeah, I think it's coming out really good. It'll be a little easier to see next time if I get more of the body out. So there's that. My bag's a mess because like all the minis are kind of like all garbled in there and unwinding and only other thing I worked on, which I didn't do like a ton, but just in my Dr. Pepper bag from my friend Lori that she thought I shouldn't use it. It's my Casa Pinka shawl. It is a paid for pattern. I'm also using Lori's yarn. Which is Arkansas Yarn Co. And this blue one is Uncle Sam. And then then this one is Sad Gnome. So I didn't get a whole lot done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did a few rows.
Right.
So it's a moving. This will all black out. It's like weird shape. I think it's gonna be pretty. So maybe this time I'll get more done on this one. Although I have to cast on more mitts. I'm definitely going to cast on a hat once I get the needles.
I feel bad for her, but she started it.
Honestly, I don't mind.
As long as, you knit for people who appreciate it, and obviously they appreciate it.
If I minded, I would just be like, sorry for your luck. Because you know how I am. I don't do anything I don't want to do. So, I honestly, you know what? Mm-hmm. I like to knit, and they appreciate it. So, I mean, I didn't even bat an eye when Abby was like, do you think you can make a pair for my mom? Sure. No problem. A lot of people will be like, no.
Yeah.
Oops, pattern.
I actually kind of wish that the fingerless mitts that I made, that, what was that, Nifty Gifty, one of those patterns on Ravelry that was on several podcasts back. I actually kind of wish that had the edges were something that could unfold and cover up. Because it's a worsted weight yarn, and I do have it with my winter coat.
Gotcha.
So, like, today when it's, like, snowing.
Can you even call today snowing? I mean, really,
Not
Karen?
really. I mean, compared to what...
All these people were going on about, oh my gosh, it's going to snow. It's going to snow tomorrow. So, like, we kept joking.
Mm-hmm.
We were out to dinner, and I'm like, honey, pack it up really quick. Look how bad it's snowing.
Yeah, my mom was...
We were going to get the snow plow out. We were going to get the plow out and come pick you up. I was like, I don't know if Karen's going to be able to make it here safely. You might need to pick her up in the plow. Yeah, we kind of laugh about it.
There, no warnings, no nothing.
I mean, it's just like little flurries here and there.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Yesterday when I woke up and I went to go, I actually spent time with my mom at her house, and we put a puzzle together. I ended up spending 5 hours there putting a puzzle together with her. My mom is very sensitive to the weather, and she's like, this weather is just, I don't know, it's just horrible. I'm like, Mom, we live in Illinois. This is actually like mild.
We have not gotten our typical winter.
No.
We have not.
This is nothing.
Unless it's 50 below with the wind chill, it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
A foot of snow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. Do you have acquisitions?
Nope.
Alrighty.
Not yet. I have one that's on the way.
I've got... No. Let's see. Uh-oh. Alright, let's talk about thrifting first. Uh-oh.
I see sparkle.
Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, so I'd already shown you that I got a thing of the red sugars and cream, so I got a second one. And then I got a gray.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a yellow. Well, I need to restock.
You went through what, 30, what did you say, 37, 38?
Yeah, something like
things of
yeah.
Cotton?
I like had no cotton left.
Yeah.
And then I got Premier Just Yarn worsted in the purple colorway. It was 99 cents though. I'm like, I'll pick it up. Mm-hmm. That's what happens. Well, then we're at another place, and I saw this bag. And I was like, oh, that's really cute. Until I went to pull it out, and it had, first off, they weren't to my liking anyways. These, probably like that thick, like rope, like twisted rope handles. I don't like that look. Mm-hmm. Just me. But the problem was one of the ends was completely torn out. Mm-hmm. So the bag looked like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't going to get it. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll get it and I'll cut it up and make a bag.
Mm-hmm.
And Brett's like, well, why don't you just pull the other out and then make your own straps? And I'm like, I guess I could do that.
I guess I could.
I guess I could do that. So I did end up getting it. And my plan for this particular bag is, because like last time we went thrifting, I wasn't sure what I was going to want to work on.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know if I was going to want to work on like those scrubbies.
Mm-hmm.
How's that go? The whole time.
You're going to end up with maracas for this.
So I ended up bringing 2 project bags.
Uh-huh.
So then I have 2 project bags floating around the car.
Yeah.
So the reason for this tote, what I'm going to use this tote for is when we go thrifting, I can put my couple project bags into the tote and actually have them contained.
Right. Why limit yourself to one?
Right.
I get the whole concept.
Look at it. Do you understand now why I had to? Do you get it?
If this doesn't say Lauren flashing neon lights, I don't know what else does.
Well, and it's a sturdy bag.
Yeah,
like it's
almost
like a burlap.
Yeah.
Almost. I don't know.
Almost like a burlap denim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, guys, are you ready for this? Glitter is my favorite color. How could I not get it?
Isn't that the truth?
And it's got a zipper on the top, and there is a little pocket in there. It has a very, well, it does have a small boxed bottom. Now, I didn't put like my, the handles that I normally put on it because I'm kind of running low for the shop. And at some point in my grand adventures of ordering stuff for the shop, like back when I was newer, I guess I didn't read very well, and I got this that's just too flimsy for me to use in the shop.
It's almost like a cotton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would never put this on any bag I sold.
Yeah.
But this is a thrift store bag that I'm going to use to carry my stuff in, and if it doesn't hold up, it's not a big deal. I can take it off, put it back on, so I just use some cheap, thin stuff for handles. I didn't measure, I didn't anything. I literally just
slapped it together.
Slapped it together, guys. Yep. And I'm happy.
That is so you.
It is so stinky.
Did that stick completely out from the whole crowd and you were like, oh.
Yeah.
I bet it did. Yeah. I could have just seen your face when that happened.
At the Morningstar mission. The one that Brett likes. Yeah. Yeah. This is the only thing that could have made it better. Do you know what could have made it better? See how well you know me.
Well, the color gray is kind of like not you.
No, I'm fine with the gray.
I don't know.
The pink glitter could be blue.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing that could have made it better.
Yeah.
You see that,
But
right?
you have gone towards the the pink.
Well, yes and no. Like you will probably never see me in a pink outfit.
Oh no.
Like I'm not a
look at me, no. That would never
I'm not a girly girl.
No.
And you guys are laughing because I have girly girl nails. Well, that is the only girly girl item about me.
Yep.
Sweats, t-shirt, tennis shoes. I do not own, nor have I ever worn a pair of heels. Don't go looking in my bathroom for makeup.
Nope. Not there.
Not there. No. So, how perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
that's funny.
That was thrifting. And then I came home to a package on the porch. I was like, I didn't order anything, especially not this shape. Well, I found out right away who had ordered it because there was a note that says, haha, never trust me not to get something. Do you have a guess?
Oh, I know who.
Who?
Laura.
Yep, you betcha. So she had sent me this picture previously of something she had found, and I was like, that's really cute, but a little out of my price range. It's cute, don't get me wrong. Well, she ordered it. So it is from, I would still say that's Daisy's, right?
Yes.
Okay, Pink Daisy's Designs. On Etsy. I know I find it somewhere. And guys.
And they spelled it Daysis. And glittered.
Look how stinking cute this is, guys.
And glittered.
And glittered.
Almost matches her nails.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, I'll tell you what. I went on her Etsy, and I probably shouldn't have, because, oh my gosh, they have got the cutest strawberry shortcake one. And you can even get your name on it. I'm like, no, don't do it. No, don't do it. And I wanted to use this when I got it. And then I'm like, you don't have, like, a bunch of stuff you bought or whatever. Save it, show on the podcast, so I don't forget. But it's so stinking glittery and cute.
It
and
does match your nails, though. That's funny.
And my husband, what's with the Care Bears? Like, I like Care Bears. I really, really like Care Bears. He goes, well, I didn't know this. Why'd you think I got the Grumpy Bear?
Have you paid attention to what's been sitting in their shelves?
Yeah. I think he thinks Robin got me the Grumpy Bear just because I'm grumpy or something at work.
Like she was trying to say something.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, I actually told her I wanted that. So, yeah.
I grew up at that point where it was the big thing was strawberry shortcake, Care Bears, and the Cabbage Patch doll.
Oh, gosh. I remember my mom spent a fortune on my Cabbage Patch doll.
Never had one.
It was during the time where, like, you had to get them on the black market. Mm-hmm. Like, mine's name was Nita Lita. And she might actually still be in a Rubbermaid container up in the rafters of the garage with Alicia's stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got one.
Because I packed up all of Alicia's American Girl dolls and everything, and all the accessories and stuff to them, and, like, some other stuff that was in her old bedroom, and it's in this big tote that I put up in the rafters until she had a child, a girl. Well, Peanut's not quite old enough yet,
right,
so you can stay up there. But every year, which he did not ask this year, but typically every year when Brett goes up to get the Christmas tree, he'll go to grab that blue container. I'll be like, no, that's not Christmas stuff. And he'll be like, what is it? And I'll tell him, and he'll be like, well, when are we ever going to dump it off at the house? He didn't ask me this year. He must have actually remembered for a change. But every year I go through the same conversation.
The big thing I can remember about the strawberry shortcake thing is that was also the time of the scratch and sniff stickers.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to, that was a big thing. Smell your stickers, but that made a lot of sense. They sold millions of them. It amazes me what kids can be, entertained by.
It's like those garbage pail kids.
Yeah.
Cards. I mean, all right. I have one other thing that I got and did. Shoot. Oh, wait. I might have. So I don't know if you guys are going to want the information or not. Okay. So that's not it. I saw this on Instagram briefly, and I didn't look like a whole lot at it. And then, of course, Alisha sent it to me, too. And it was like, hey, Mom. They have a blog. Would you stop? Post Stitch. I guess it's called Post Stitch. Post Stitch knitting blog. So they were doing a thing about how to organize your circular needles. Mm-hmm. And made a suggestion and like where to get the item at Amazon. And of course I went on Amazon and looked and went, I am not spending $40 some. I think it was $42 for this organizer. I'm like, all it is a photo case. with photo cases. That's ridiculous. So I found it at Michael's for $14.99. Yeah. But the cool part was they gave you a needle inventory card that you could download and print, and it fits into these cases. So I've upgraded. Yeah, it's gone. My little one's gone. I've upgraded my fixed needle case. So let me show you what's going on here. So it is a photo holder. Do not buy these on Amazon, folks. Yes, they were priced at $41.99 at Michael's, but they do half off on them all the time, the lady said. They're forever on sale. $14.99. Much more affordable. So, I don't know. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what that is holding down there. So, the needle inventory card has a spot where you can write the needle size, and then underneath you write the length, the brand, the type if there's a type, and then there's circles 1 through 8. So, for instance, this is like mainly my sock needle one. Needle size 2, which is a 2.75, which I put that in parentheses just because I'm anal about stuff like that. So I have a 47 length zing, and I have 5 circles filled in. So that means on hand, even like in my projects out there, I have 5 altogether. So that's what that looks like. Now, on that particular one, I only had one brand. Let me see if I have one that... Yeah, this one's better. Well, this is ostracized 2. I just did my zings in one. And then I split the other size 2s up because I had chagus, red lace, licky, likey, whatever they are, knit picks, and clover. So then it's just filled out like that. Now, I do have a few projects that are out there that have not been inventoried in here yet, but they will be as I finish.
So it comes with these cards?
The cards I just printed. It was from that lady's blog.
Okay.
Now, what I did, just because I'm me, I didn't want to do them on regular paper, so I put them on like a cardstock.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, because it looks like it came with them.
Yeah. So I printed it on, 'cause I also have done scrapbooking, so I've a ton of scrapbooking paper cardstock. So I printed them on a little bit heavier paper as far as, wear and tear and longevity and that sort of thing. And then there was like 2 per sheet. And then I just cut them up, use paper cutter, and yeah. So I'm going to give this method a try. And then I even...
I'm impressed because she doesn't have anything hanging.
No. I even put in like my 16... This one is 16-inch sleeve holders. This one is... And I have 2 sets of those. This one is the 32-inch holders. So I even got like stuff like that in there. So it's contained because I never knew what to do with those.
Yeah.
And my other system was so small, I didn't really have room to work it in there. So basically, so far, there's 16, you get 16 of the photo holders, basically. I've got what? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got stuff in 10 of them so far. Like I said, I know I have more needles that will be worked in here as I finish stuff and clean through bags and that sort of thing.
So was that the whole point of doing all the finished objects, was to be able to clean through it?
No.
You just
No. I was just knitting like a mad woman. I don't just sit typically and knit. I say that, but was it last time you were here when I had a headache and I kept zoning and I wasn't knitting?
It happens.
So, yeah. Now I just have to rearrange so I can fit this in. Because this is a lot wider than my other one that I had. I mean, it's definitely nicer though. So it's not going to fit where I had the other one. So I got to do some rearranging around in here, which isn't a big deal. I actually have an idea already, so there's that. So I got that.
Cool.
I even have one of these I stuck, because I have a ton of like cable needles and stuff. So I even put like cable needles in there. I'm like, you know, if I need to move those out, if I get too many fixed needles or something like that, then that's fine. But for now, I figured just shove them in there. So everything's more contained.
Cool.
And that's all my acquisitions. Nothing major. Now, I will say, I'm going to go back to this whole list thing. I will not be recording, as far as my yarns purchased. I will not be putting Goodwill yarn finds on there. I'm talking more like indie dyed, you know, that I've ordered from somewhere.
Or when you go to Michael's to get one thing and find the clearance section, those will be listed, yes?
Yeah, that'll probably count. Yeah. Goodwill, though, I don't think thrifting needs to be added into that total. So
cool.
What? She keeps looking over at my stash, guys. It's gone down. Don't judge me.
It has.
It really has. I mean, you heard my totals. How much more do you want me to knit?
Oh, I knew you had knit way more than I had. I knew that. I mean, and it's not, like we've said before, it's not a competition between the two of us. It never is.
We joke about it.
We joke about it all the time. It's fun to, like, you know, laugh about and compare and see what rabbit hole either one of us goes down.
And if the other one will follow.
But, so this year I really do plan on, I actually put, which one did I put in? I put the cowl actually in Ravelry. So I am going to try to keep a better track of my projects, because I haven't been very good user of Ravelry. And especially since that's where I sell my designs. I need to get some of the projects that I have done on there.
It's just, here's the thing. Ravelry takes time.
It does.
To have to take a picture and then to post the stuff. Whereas I just want to know what, like, my totals are at the end of the year. I don't necessarily need to reflect back. So that's where just grabbing a notebook and jotting it down is so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I do. Yeah, we're getting tired. If I'm test knitting for somebody, then yes, definitely I do put it on Ravelry. Then that way, you know, to link it to their pattern so people can see it, that sort of thing.
Right.
Definitely do that. But other than that, typically I don't put anything on Ravelry.
Well, the advantage to me would be that I could still lose a list.
You can lose a whole notebook?
I really can't lose. I really can't.
You might forget your password.
Yeah, well, I got a few ways around that.
Oh,
but
gosh.
I can't. I can pull that up where
I will never lose my notebook, so
I cannot say that for myself because
I keep it in the exact same spot at all times.
Well, that's part of the problem.
And nobody's in my room but me or you on Sundays.
Is like we've talked before. Like last week we talked to you. I really don't have a true craft room. Even though a lot of my knitting happens in the living room area, I still always have to move it. Like if Megan and Buddy and everybody's home, and then I have to move.
I'm the only one in my living room other than you.
Me, and I have my spot.
Yes, she has her assigned seating. So isn't nobody over by my stuff?
Right.
And Brett, I don't think would ever go over there and like move my stuff, even like if he needed to do something.
Yeah.
Without saying something to me, because he'd be afraid to like drop stitches or, he wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah. So mine gets brought like upstairs and downstairs all the time. Or like today
over here
when I go home with my stuff, it'll plop in the living room until I decide, okay, I'm done with whatever it is, and it goes up to the bedroom where I'm hoping to make into my craft room eventually. But that's part of it, is that it gets just, and then plus I'm bringing it here, so there is a possibility I'm tossing it in my car, and if it's not closed right, it can fall out. It happens.
My knitting basically stays at the couch or in Brett's car when we're traveling, restaurants and stuff like that. And then it'll come in here for podcast. I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, and like socks go to work with me, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I get so much TV watching now. Let's just be honest. That's where my knitting is.
Yeah.
Well, and I tried the one time when he was sleeping. I don't know what the deal was, why I didn't want to sew, or I wasn't in the mood to sew, or something. I don't know. And maybe I was caught up on sewing. So I was like, oh, I'm going to sit in the craft room in the rocking chair and sit and, watch a podcast and knit because he was sleeping. And I got in here and I'm just like, I got my foot up on the footstool, and then I'm moving the footstool some more, and then I'm moving the footstool some more, and then I'm like, this isn't my recliner. And I need that recliner at that certain angle because of my neck. So that doesn't happen very often. Thank heavens we put a light in here for me in case I needed to be able to see. Very rarely do I sit in here to knit.
Yeah.
It just, no. Well, and part of the problem, because it happens sometimes when I sew, when I come in here, I'll be sewing, and my sewing machine is right next to my cubbies. And next thing you know, I'm like, ooh, look at that yarn. Oh, look at, and then I'm playing with yarn. And I'm like, oh, these would look good together. And then, like, that time I started sending you pictures of yarn. Do you like these two, or do you like these two? I was sewing that day. That doesn't happen all the time, but occasionally, like, if I'm not focused, I get distracted by the yarn. And that's usually when Brett will come home and he'll have like 6 skeins to wind.
There's a pile sitting under.
Yeah, there's 2 of them over there now. Yeah.
And one time I came over, there was like, I don't know, 6 skeins. I'm like, how 6?
Yeah. Yep. It's the way I roll. Well, and if he's going to be in here caking, he might as well just cake it. Yeah. I told him pretty soon he has a bunch of minis he needs to do.
Oh, he hasn't gotten to doing that yet?
Well, he's done one of my advent calendars, or 2 of my advent calendars prior to this. But I've got like, 3 or 4 of Laura's advents that are going to get caked and put into sweaters.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of caking to do.
So I guess we've kind of babbled on long enough, you think?
Yeah. We dabbled in some knitting here and there. So, yeah, do all the podcast stuff, YouTube things, thumbs up, like, subscribe.
We both try to respond. I usually, if it's directed at me, I'll comment. We're always reading the comments and you guys' suggestions. There was, I can't remember who it was. Was it Brittany? I think it was Brittany. That reached out to me because of my ornament debacle last time.
Oh, she gave you the sweater one that comes.
She gave the starts
Brittany,
top down.
You need Brittany. Now I'm mad at you because if you didn't notice, I did not say a word to Karen about that pattern because when I got to doing it, I was going to purchase the pattern. I was going to knit a crap ton of them and be like, Karen, what's your problem? Look at all the balls I got. You ruined it for me, Brittany.
She's just thinking of me. Somebody has to.
Ruined it for me. Yeah, I have a few people that watch it that I'm friends with that they won't leave comments. They text me every week as they're watching.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting like a play-by-play from them. Like, it hits a certain point and they have a comment about, what we did or showed or said, and then they'll get quiet for a few minutes and it's like... I have a few that are like that. I'm like, oh, look, she's watching the podcast again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. It's fun for us.
Yeah.
It's fun for us.
And I'm usually pretty, and most, like our regular subscribers, they know I'm pretty right on it. It's very rare that I don't have my phone on me. Very, very rare.
Yeah. And if there's something that's important or she thinks that I'll get a kick out of, she'll like ping me. Hey, did you see this?
Yeah, because I know sometimes like it takes you a little bit longer to get to them.
Yeah, because I work.
You're working during
with my work schedule.
And, yeah. So whereas my work, I just whip out my phone and whatever.
Yeah, that's always fun to see though.
So, but yeah, so thumbs up, like, leave comments. Remember any of the bags, Knit for Brains designs on Etsy. And then we will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye. Bye.